What's great to think about to me is that Dustin is still performing at a high level, with the number one company on TV regularly 23 years after what we're watching right now.
Yeah. Fans are already getting into it. Oh, look at that suplex of Big Van Vader. And so Vader now, and again, with the back problem, some of this may be a shoot right here with his back problem, but he's going to get right back in the ring. Now, I know I've mentioned this. I saw a Vader at WrestleCon last March, and his health had been declining. I don't know how he is right now, but I had a chance to talk to him. Again, he was a polarizing figure in wrestling, but I always had a tremendous amount of respect for him.
Ric Flair did as well. We should mention here that Rick is clearly in control of creative, and he holds a meeting with all the wrestlers at Disney around this same time to say that Eric Bischoff is in charge of everything administratively. But if there's any problem with that, go to Eric. But if it has anything to do with the wrestling product, then if you have a question or a concern, you come to Ric Flair. And he's maintaining that despite what you may have heard, he's happy. So he's not upset that he's not on TV at this point, which of course he was.
Sure.
But Rick was a good soldier at the time, or at least that's what the report was. Did you talk to Rick about the way he felt about this during this time when he loses a retirement match he didn't really want to have?
Well, Rick gave me the company line too, that he was happy. But look, Rick was unhappy about being off TV. I knew that. Not only that, Rick wasn't a good booker. Look at this. Oh, great false finish right there. And I say Rick was not a good booker because Rick didn't have his heart into it. He was a very creative guy. We all know that. You can't be a nature boy Ric Flair, do the things that you have done in wrestling and be able to work a match like he worked without being creative. But I think that he just didn't want the office life and the responsibility of the office life. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
You know him as well.
No, he doesn't want to sit still. He wants to be doing his thing.
That's right.
He doesn't want to have to worry about everybody else. He wants to worry about his stuff.
Exactly. He didn't want to sit still. And that was, and even the 30 for 30 that came out, even pretty much, talked about that as well. That Ric Flair never did want to sit still.
By the way,
to be the booker, you would have to.
I've got to mention, the big takeaway that everybody was talking about, at least on our channel from that 30 for 30 was when you said he was very erect.
I know. And there was a couple of my friends said, isn't it great that the whole Flair thing, and the first time they talk about his penis, really, they talk to you about his penis. I said, thank you very much. So yeah, that was, I was very honored to be a part of that. Whoa, look at this. Some great bumps here. Uh-oh, pushing the referee down. Now you're thinking there's a false finish here, right?
Sure.
But no, it's just really so that Dustin will be thrown over the top. It could have been a disqualification.
What a move too. That Dustin is not a little guy, and to just be thrown over the top like that down to the floor, that's at a time when guys weren't doing stuff like that.
No. And that's very dangerous, going feet first, blow out a knee like that, break an ankle. And here's Harley Race. Harley still looked pretty good here. This is years after he wrestled. He still looked very good here, I thought.
Do you think Harley Race reminds you of the kid from Bad Santa?
I don't.
I wonder if right now, if he's asking Dustin Rhodes if he wants him to make him a sandwich. Made some sandwiches, Dustin.
Oh, look at this. Oh man. See, that stuff by Vader looked good because it was stiff.
Yeah. It looked good because it was fucking real.
Exactly.
Speaking of real, around this same time, Cactus Jack and Sabu worked an indie show somewhere in Pennsylvania, and Sabu cracked his ribs on a guardrail, but then broke a beer bottle over Cactus Jack's head, but it took 7 tries to break the fucking bottle. Does that surprise you at all?
No. What, that it took 7 tries, or they would keep going back at it?
Why would you keep doing that? It's an indie show. What are you doing?
Exactly. Yeah. My God. Yeah. All that. And what do you think their payoff was that night?
I mean, listen, it was probably decent, I guess, but the point is, Why
Yeah.
wouldn't you do it with sugar glass? The goal is to not really hurt. It needs to look like it hurts.
Exactly. Do the sugar glass. I don't get it.
We should mention around this time, there was talk of Wayne Bloom and Mike Enos coming in with a baseball player gimmick. Did you ever hear about that?
I did not, thank God.
What about Steve Kerr maybe coming in with a different type of Skinner gimmick, a new name, but essentially the same deal, like a Gator dude?
Yeah, I heard it. I heard about that. Yeah.
And of course, Steve Regal was tagging with Jean-Paul Levesque, doing some heel tags. What talent you had on the same team there. And of course, he didn't know what to fucking do with it.
Yeah. I want to say something about John Paul Levesque, and I know what you're going to say. I know what you're going to say, motherfucker.
Oh, yeah.
Out of it, see?
Let's go. I'm used to Bruce doing it every Friday. Do it every Monday. Come on, let's do it. Let's go. Let's book in my kiss ass with Triple H. Here we go.
Okay. Dave Pinter, as you probably know, before he became a ring announcer, also, was kind of like the agent for all of the bunch of guys. And he introduced me to John Paul Levesque at center stage. And I remember us sitting down there and look at this move, sitting down and talking to John Paul Levesque thinking, he is one of the nicest guys I've ever met.
Oh my God.
So, okay.
And he's damn good looking too, isn't he, Tony? I mean,
Yeah,
tell everybody how
damn
attractive he is.
He's damn good looking, but he won't return my calls, so he can go fuck himself. So, hey.
There we go.
Now we're slugging it back and forth. Look at Vader rocking and Dustin with the elbows. And the fans, you missed that blow. The fans are getting into it. Man, alive. And Randy Anderson doing a great job as a referee reacting to this stuff in the corner. This match is, and you and I are not giving it justice here talking about other stuff, but this match is tremendous. Absolutely tremendous. Couple of false finishes in the corner moments ago. Dustin off the top.
That's almost like the Kane clothesline that we see these days. He goes to the top and does the short clothesline off the top.
Right. Both back up. Give Vader a lot of credit here. Watch this move. Dustin going to try to bulldog him off, maybe, or DDT off him off the top. Fans responding to it. Oh my goodness! Yeah, I'd see a move like that, Conrad, and I think somebody going to die sometime with moves like that, and a very close 1, 2, 3.
Bruce Prichard has told us that Vader was not the most hygienic dude, and he could be a little frothy.
Right? Yes, he was. Absolutely. And Andre the Giant was like that too. Could be a little frothy.